Club on 947.
Monday to Friday,
Listen every morning.
6 to 9 a.m.
Hold up, I just wanna have a good night, good night.
Night Pulse,
With Bolele and Msizi on 947.
Monday to Thursday.
7 to 10
This
is 947.
Very few things shock me in the world, because, social media moves so quickly. There's always a new story that pops up. Somebody did this, somebody did that. Can you believe Jojo Siwa is going crazy? There's always some news story. So I'm very rarely stuck in time when it comes to news stories. But there's definitely a story that lives rent-free in my head. Okay. And every now and then I'm lying in bed, I'm lying on my couch, having a glass of whiskey or something, and immediately the story comes and
it just hits you and it's just like, hey man,
there's no way this is a real thing that happened while we were alive as human beings. And that story for me, you know what it is?
Which one is it?
Let me throw your mind back. Do you remember when former soccer star Matthew Booth decided he was going to make a cheesecake the night before his child's birthday?
Oh!
And then take it to
And
his
deliver it to his side.
To take it to his side chick's house.
Oh, Sonny.
No, here's the thing that really stands out about that story to me. He thought, you know what? My son's birthday is tomorrow.
I'm not going to bake my son a cake. Why would I do that? Why must I?
My son loves cheesecake. He's still awake now. Let me start baking. They can all smell it. The cheesecake was gone in the morning.
I often wonder, was he not intending to bake the cheesecake for his son, Vele?
No!
And then just, maybe something happened with him and his side chick and he decided, okay, no, I'm going to take this to my side chick.
No, either way.
I need to remedy the situation.
That would be even worse. If he thought about his son in the situation and then said, you know what? Actually, my side chick's more important. Let me fix that. No way, guys. That story will forever live rent-free in my head.
Ooh, I have so many of them, but the one that lives rent-free in my head, I'm just going to give you a phrase,
Yeah.
You have until 5 p.m.
Stop it! And she would say it all the time to everyone there on Twitter, eh?
You have until 5 p.m. You have until 5 p.m.
So let's break it down quickly for people who don't remember what happened. Cast your mind back. I think it might have been 2015.
2015, I think, yeah.
2015. We were all sitting minding our business. Twitter notifications go off. What do you see, my friend?
Hey, everybody's going on about yo, Sonny. A certain DJ about to be sued by a celebrity because yo.
That's my favorite, is that you can't even get it out your mouth.
I can't. I'm just like, yo. Because now also me, I could catch a lawsuit, Moss.
Yeah, and you won't get a bottle of House of BNG, right? You won't. So what she's talking about is back in the day, remember when Bonang decided that she was going to sue DJ Zinhle? Oh, no. Yeah, Bonang was going to sue DJ Zinhle for defamation and said that she wasn't having an affair with AKA. And if you don't take your name out of her mouth right now, you have until 5 p.m. to apologize, DJ Zinhle. Otherwise, you're getting sued. Zinhle said, it's 6 p.m. I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
Only for it to be revealed that they were actually...
I mean, what? It was only a matter of months until they came out with their relationship.
And I'll tell you something deeper. I saw them.
Irene.
About a month before that whole tweet thing happened, I saw them. I was in Durban. They were there.
What was going on in your mind when you saw that social media activity? You have until 5 p.m.
It was one of those moments where I wish I had one of those Finsters or a fake account that I could comment and be like, but I saw you guys together in Durban. I watched you get bounced from a place called in Umhlanga in the corner there. It was like a cigar bar. It's gone. I don't even remember the name of it. But I watched them get bounced because both of them, with one of his bodyguards, wearing the wrong attire. That's why they got bounced. It was a formal place and they had just come from the beach. They were in slops and shorts. And the guy goes, doesn't matter who you are, you can't come inside here. They were stealing each other back then. And we saw it live. I was there with my eyes.
Rent-free in my mind, mate. Rent-free.
What about you? Is there a pop culture story that you still to this day can't get over the fact that you heard the story or we lived through that moment in pop culture? What is that for you? 066-381-8609. That's 066-381-8609. Pop culture stories that live rent-free in your mind.
I will drive all night.
Night Pulse,
With Bolele and Msizi on 947.
making the night the best part of your day.
Diana's got a good one, B. I didn't even think about this one.
Okay.
Diana goes, hey guys, The pop culture story I can never get out of my head is, remember in 2010 when Lady Gaga wore that meat dress?
Oh, yeah, almost forgot about that one.
That was the VMAs, hey?
Mm-hmm.
The VMAs. Another one coming through from Siwa. Siwa saying, hey, the transition from Bruce Jenner to Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, actually.
Do you remember how it became a rumor ahead of time? And I remember saying to my friend, there's no way that's a real thing.
I was also just like, no, man, that can't be.
Yeah, because that was the first celebrity to do it. And I was like, that can't be a thing. That must be for the show. And it was real.
It was a real thing, man.
Yeah.
Such a real thing.
We've lived. This must be an older person, no name here, saying, I can't believe I lived long enough to see Queen Elizabeth pass away.
Oh, yeah, we did live during that era, hey?
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think what's the most bizarre or the craziest part is because she is the only monarch that most people living have ever known.
Have known,
you know?
yeah.
Unless you're 100 years old, you don't know another monarch.
Yep.
Anyway, keep them coming. We'll play your voice notes next. We've got a couple there.
Hold up, I just wanna have a good night, good night.
Night Pulse.
With Bolele and Msizi on 947.
Monday to Thursday.
7 to 10
This
is 947.
There's so many stories I'd forgotten had happened in our lifetime, man.
And they're all coming to light now. Yo,
It's crazy.
blast from the past, hey?
Paxton Chakaina, that was So High on 947. Got his voice note and I was like, yo, guys, we have lived.
Evening CZ, evening Bulele, Ashley and Randfontein. Two things that lives rent-free right here with me. One of them was, I remember I was watching soccer. I'm not a soccer fan, but that day I was watching soccer. It was Sebanga Nomvete's birthday. I remember the presenter saying to him, happy birthday, Nomvete. And Nomvete said, happy birthday to you too. That was one of them. And second one was Bonang. Bonang again, yes. Yes, Bonang. When Bonang decided to take karate lessons and fight Popin Chongwan, I remember that euphonic story. That one. Those two, they live rent-free right here.
No, actually, we have lived through like shocking times, hey?
That's why she's the queen bee.
Oh, man.
You know what she always says? They talk about you because when they talk about themselves.
Nobody listens.
And that's why we talk about her, because she likes to fight people there. Be it social media or physically. Apparently that was in Ibiza back in the day. That's what that was before I knew any of these people. But
Yeah.
I'm in the industry now, and I've heard that it happened in Ibiza, that whole fight between Poppy and...
I heard about it, but I was just like, nah, man. It's not a real thing. Yeah, I know.
Should we say allegedly?
Allegedly.
Before we get sued,
please
eh?
say.
Because
Yeah.
we know some people are quick with their lawyers. They don't mess around, yeah. Another one came through saying, all I'm going to say is Coney 2012. Do you remember Coney 2012?
No.
Coney 2012, I vaguely remember. It was a campaign that was about child soldiers. There was this guy called Joseph Coney, and he lived somewhere up in northern Africa, or central or northern Africa, and he had this army of child soldiers, and they made documentaries about how we need to rescue these child soldiers. I'm not laughing at the concept. I'm laughing at the fact that the person who created the whole Coney 2012 campaign, turns out he was a crazy person and had a lot of a lot of bad things about himself too. Turns out he was a psychopath.
It's always them, me.
And it's true. Joseph Kony was a real person. And to this day, we don't know whether or not he was alive. But that campaign lasted all of 8 months. And it's simply because the guy was crazy. And so now we've forgotten the fact that Joseph Kony had a bunch of child soldiers everywhere.
That is so insane.
Too
insane.
This world we live in.
I will drive all night.
Night Pulse.
With Bolele and Msizi on 947.
Making the night the best part of your day.